As we continue on with Aaron Keener's trials, we are now confronted by the second obstacle, Hercules. We're starting to learn a lot more around Keener's plans, from as early on as before the dollar flu outbreak, while keeping in mind that he is still the number one enemy to the division, and someone we've been hunting since long before we learned of the Black Tusk. He seems to be preaching an element of truth across the cryptic messages that he's been leaving behind. Heading towards the downtown East District, agents are required to recapture the Red Dragon control point. Completely under the control of the True Sons, the agents called in for reinforcements, and it wasn't long before the compound had been cleared out. After the attack, and then the eradication of several waves attempting to take back the area, Anna could be heard over the comms.
Hercules, use your strength and cunning to slay the lion.
Next, the agents would be alerted of a few high-value targets that are patrolling the district. Tracking the first one down led the agents through a courtyard and then eventually up to the rooftops, where the target would quickly be taken down.
Detected.
One more shot, nice.
If you want to slay the Hydra, Hercules, you'll need Vanguard's help. But you need to finish the trials first.
On their way to their next HVT, they come across another hostile strongpoint being held by the True Sons. As this is an important patrolling and scavenging route for friendlies, the agents decided it was worth taking the extra time to remove the hostile presence.
It could be worse, Hercules. Vanguard could have made you clean the stables.
With the path now clear, the agents make their way to the next high-value target. Sick of constantly having a lack of ammo due to the world directives, they decide to move on to a much lazier build.
Capture the Hind, Hercules, and your trials will be complete.
You got the target. Target down. Good job. You got the target.
Finally, they will be summoned to the final target inside the Empire Autumn Hotel. Making their way through the building, the hostile guards proved very little of a challenge to the overpowered sniper shotgun build. Mostly.
Agent out of mission.
Congratulations, Agent. You survived the trials. I hope you're beginning to appreciate the reach of my network. And considering what you could bring to the table, that's enough for now, Hercules. The next test is for Leto. I hope you're up to the challenge.
Target neutralized. Good work.
How does it feel?
How does what feel, Keener?
To kill your sister?
Fuck you, Keener.
You had no other choice.
I wouldn't have done it if I did.
You did the right thing.
Your approval makes me feel so much better.
We are supposed to be a phoenix, but you're a lioness.
What are you talking about?
Fierce, loyal, working for the pride, protecting the king while he sits on his throne, getting fat off the kills you provide him.
We're not talking about lions anymore, are we?
How do you feel knowing Calvin McManus could have prevented all of this and chose not to?
Enough of your riddles, Keener.
Now, you have no reason to believe me, but since you trust him so much, maybe you'll believe Isaac.
Okay, so, you're obsessed with Gordon Amherst and believe he may be a threat to national security, but can't prove that, and all you have to go on is some rants about climate change?
And his association with Vitaly Chernenko.
What now?
Chernenko, Russian virologist who specializes in 3D printing.
These comms are starting to cross over with the descent comms. As a reminder, Agent Melanie Hoskins was the protagonist in the Division Hearts on Fire, where she was forced to kill her sister who was working with the cleaners. This appears to be the conversations that went on between some of the other intel we've received in Descent, where Keener is attempting to open her up to the bigger picture regarding Kelvin McManus and the poor calls he has made up until this point. This seemed to be what helped bring Hoskins into working towards Keener's vision.
Well, Mac's dead.
How did it happen?
Oh, she didn't die. Well, not yet, but she will. She just signed her death certificate.
She didn't join Nat's little army.
She did not. She opened her house, and now all the refugees are wearing Merit Classic teas while drinking the family reserve and going to turn the Rose Garden into a farm for the community.
Well, she was always a humanitarian at heart.
She's not the one that got away, Keener.
Have to admire a woman with those means, choosing community over her personal safety.
You sound like a lovesick puppy, you know that?
What can I say? I love complicated women.
Yeah, Mac is a lot of things, but good for you is not one of them.
You're a good friend, Bridge.
I'm not that good of a friend. Besides, as much as Mac and you would make a horrible couple, I'm more worried about what Nat would do to you.
Why would Nat care if Mac and I got together?
Let's just say you wouldn't be the first suitor she got rid of. You think she's two-faced? She's a Hydra, and each head would be more than happy to destroy the competition.
Leading up to the Paradise Lost incursion, Natalia was attempting to have Mackenzie Merritt well under her thumb in one of her bunkers. But as we find out here, Mac had no intention of working with Nat. Keener seems to be absolutely infatuated with her, but obviously that hate-hate relationship between Natalia and Mac led to her organizing the attack on the Merritt estate. After rescuing Mac, she is now out of Keener's reach at the Haven settlement.
How's the family?
Good. Stable.
I guess it's a good thing you had family with a farm that could take them in.
Yeah, lucky.
How did your aunt afford to buy the farm upstate?
Real story or cover story?
Cover story.
A long-lost uncle, 3 times removed, died, and we inherited the property. She was struggling to find a place to live, and we agreed to let her live there for free. She kept it up and let the family visit and have a vacation from time to time.
Real story?
I used my division bonus to buy a backup plan.
Smart. I used my division salary to cover alimony to my second ex-wife and bought some crypto.
Really?
Yes. In hindsight, you are much better at investing than I am.
Always invest in real estate. Especially real estate that has hidden bunkers and panic rooms.
Following on from the comms received recently in Descent, I'll pop this video up into the top right-hand corner now. Keener was able to help relocate Agent Hoskins' husband and son to a family farm further upstate. But one thing that this intel has confirmed for us is that Division agents are paid. I've always wondered about this. It's somewhat been hinted at in the past, but this is the first time we've actually had this confirmed. And it sounds like the bonus they get must be quite significant.
We are not talking about this.
Come on. I just want to know how much control she has over the manufacturing process.
As much as someone who has the money and understands the fundamentals, but wouldn't pick up a soldering iron for fear of it messing up her nails or pantsuit.
So, complete control in all the ways that matter.
Sure, corporate Keener. Not really a fan of this version of your emotional evolution.
I'm just working on understanding where we went wrong so we can make sure we don't repeat the mistakes of the past.
I was wrong. I prefer corporate Keener to introspective Keener. This model makes me uncomfortable.
And we all need to evolve if we're going to survive.
Or you bend the knee.
How's that going for you?
Actively looking for a way to get Nat's leash off my neck.
You could stop wearing the Black Tusk girdle.
Oh, but if I did that, then your little plan won't work. Operation Cassandra depends on me staying in Nat's good graces.
Soon. We're almost ready. And after she lost Heather to budget cuts, I think we can land the Cyclops.
Don't call her that. The eye patch is kind of hot.
Who's the lovesick puppy now?
Here, Keener breaks down Natalia's business structure and the way she manages it. The reference to Heather seems to be talking about Faye Cyclops Lau's sister, Heather Lau. While we were able to rescue her at some point many months after the arrival of the second wave, the JTF pulled back on patrols in downtown Manhattan, believing it was safe. This resulted in the death of Heather at the hands of the Rikers when they attacked a civilian settlement in Hell's Kitchen. Aaron Keener's trials are running us through a test using Greek mythology names like Echo, a mountain nymph who was sentenced to only being able to repeat the last words spoken by others. Hercules, who endured many trials and completed many daunting tasks. Leto, a titan, the mother of the god Apollo and the goddess Artemis. Pregnant by Zeus, Leto sought a place of refuge to be delivered. And Nyx, the Greek goddess of night, a figure of such exceptional power and beauty that she is feared by Zeus himself. It's unclear how these figures will impact what is required from us, or if these are just interesting names included by Keener to add some intrigue, but so far I'm not sure how much we'll be learning through the actual gameplay this season. Jumping through hoops, running old missions, capturing control points and obliterating targets, all while Anna provides little to no guidance on what we're actually doing. Honestly, as a far more powerful AI than Isaac, Anna really isn't hitting the mark for me right now. At this point, she's just messing with us. Is this just pre-planned programming for these trials, or is she actually going to be this much of a pain in the ass? Piece of shit wristwatch, maybe, but Isaac has gotten us this far, and Anna is just screwing with us. Before I wrap this one up, I have a sponsor for this video. Feel free to skip this, but it'll only be short, and it means a great deal to me. I receive a lot of brand and sponsorship opportunities, especially over the last 6 months, but most are around products I don't know or trust. Integrity is important to me, so rather than just lining my pockets, I've decided to take this weird YouTube journey in a different way. Yes, I still need to feed my growing family, but I need a greater purpose. I'm a big fan of volunteer work, and I did a lot of it before I had kids. However, I've recently found out that I can use this platform for what I think is a better cause than me. My team recently worked with an animal sanctuary to help them fix some of their enclosures. A 20 to 30 second piece within a video and posted it onto other social media, we were able to receive thousands of dollars worth of product and provide a safer environment for rescue puppies in need. I understand this won't be to everyone's liking, but we're literally taking about 20 to 30 seconds. If this is too much for you, you have the option to skip. But for me, this is the type of thing that makes me feel like I'm actually doing good, so I won't be stopping anytime soon. A huge thank you to Rust-Oleum and Mitre 10 New Zealand. But also a big thank you to everyone who's been following the channel. You're the reason I can branch out like this and give me a little bit more of a purpose than just yarning into a microphone once or twice a week. Going forward, maybe I could start contributing to these causes through the money coming in from YouTube memberships and Patreon. I just need to find the right ones. Thank you once again for supporting this channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Extremis Malus, Extrema Media.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Watch.